Hi everybody, I'm back, and guess what? I am a mommy now. Yay! Today I'm gonna be sharing my birth story. Ever sure? Thank you for your patience throughout this period. I was taking a sort of break. You obviously know the reasons. Adjusting to mommyhood is not the easiest thing. I wish I could have been more prepared for this, but hey, that's what it is. So I want to share my birth story. My birth story, what would I say? It was insane in every level. To start off, my baby was overdue, so I was due on the 3rd of June. Actually, one scan had shown 28th of June, so 28th of May, so I had been prepared for a baby from that time. And no sign whatsoever. Came to the 3rd of June, I go to my doctors and he says, you know what, go back home. Nothing is happening. So he gave me a date of the 12th of June. But to me that seemed like an eternity. Anyone who's been pregnant and got to that point, you know even a single day can make you lose your mind. So I'm here, the doctor tells me that I have to wait a few more days, and I'm like, this is insane, I can't do this. But anyway, I decided to do it. You know, patience. I'm praying to God to give me patience. I've already taken my maternity leave, so I'm getting stressed because my maternity days are being eaten up and this baby's not here yet. You get. So I wait here home alone. You know, the days seem so long, and I just have this eerie feeling that, you know, this baby needs to get out. He's moving perfectly fine at this point, but I just feel like he needs to be out. So on the 10th, was it 9th? Then we gave birth on the 11th. On the 9th, we go to the doctors. He checks me and he says nothing is happening. We wait a few more days, and I go insane. I start crying in the doctor's office. I'm bursting in tears uncontrollably. He gives us a minute to just talk together with my husband. So we go to the lobby area, we just talk, and I'm crying. I'm like, I just have this feeling this baby needs to be removed. You know, we can't wait. And the doctor's telling us to wait till the 12th. This is the 9th. He's telling us to wait till the 12th to see. But I'm like, this baby needs to be out of my belly today or tomorrow, you know. So I'm really upset. I'm crying, you know. And I don't have a reason why I feel like this baby needs to be removed, but it's just an instinct thing. So I talked to a few of my friends who kind of gave us, you know, advice together with my husband to just go home, sleep on it, you know, relax, because I hadn't eaten anything. I was very anxious, I was very upset, I was crying, I wasn't in a good place. So that evening my husband took me to Steers. I wanted a big burger and fries to just wipe my tears away. So we had dinner, came home, I danced till midnight because I hear dancing induces labor. And by this point I've been eating pineapples, I've been working a lot, I'm doing everything to induce labor, but this baby just doesn't seem to be coming out. So on the 10th we decided we were going for an induction. And everyone had been warning me about an induction and I was ready for it. So the doctor written a letter for us to go to the hospital. I'm admitted. It's a smooth process. They gave us a very beautiful room. We had a view. It's a private room, so my husband is also kind of admitted because he was going to spend all the days I was going to be in hospital together. Yeah, so immediately I'm admitted. A few minutes later, the nurse comes in, they check my vitals, and she induces me. And let me tell you guys, this thing is not a joke. Like, just the fact that they insert this huge tablet in your body, it was just traumatizing for me. So they induced me, and guess what? I started laboring 30 minutes later. Most people take some time before they start to labor, with the tablet especially. With the drip, maybe they can start immediately, but with the tablet, people take a while. 30 minutes later, I start laboring. It's not very bad. You know, people are taking videos of me because my sister was there and my husband was there. They're taking videos of me because I'm being funny. They think I'm being hilarious. And, you know, I'm there struggling, in pain, but, you know, I have a few breaks here and there. And then after 6 hours, my doctor came in, checked me. No, nothing had happened. So I'm induced again. Same tablet. Then this is where hell broke loose because I'm in intense pain. I cannot even breathe. I don't have 5 minutes to spare to just get my head together. Back, you know, the pain was like this, no break. And I'm screaming, I'm losing my mind. So it was the evening now. So my hubby goes to call one of the nurses to come and check how far along I was, because he thought, you know, we thought that I had advanced because of the pain. I thought maybe I was at 6 centimeters or something. This lady comes in. Oh my God, I hate her to this day. I'm sorry to say that, but she was so ruthless. So she checks me. Those who know the process, you know what I mean. So she goes in and she was so rough. I screamed so hard. I think the hospital thought someone was dying in there. It was so painful. I felt like she was touching my lungs. It was so painful. And she said, I had not dilated whatsoever. This is almost 12 hours of labor. Intense labor. So she tries to, it's called a swipe, she tries to increase the centimeters. Guys, it's so painful. I even feel the pain till today, like when I think about it. So she left. I'm there still with my pain. It's still continuing, so that's towards the night. It got so bad. It got so bad. I was crying. And I remember I kept saying, help me Jesus, because I thought I was gonna die. The pain was so intense from my back to my shoulders, to my belly, to my thighs. My husband is rubbing my back. I'm like, stop rubbing. I tried to sleep, I can't sleep, and I didn't have a break. So towards the morning, around 6 a.m., my doctor comes in. He checks me and he says I've only gotten to 3 centimeters. So he decides to induce me the third time. Now, I have this tablet. And, you know, by this point, I'd already started puking. I'm puking even blood. And I told my doctor, I'm in so much pain, I might lose my mind. So he prescribes for me 2 injections. So the nurse comes in and tells me, I have to inject you, and they have to do it behind. And she tells me, sometimes these injections do not work, but they are very painful. I'm looking at her like, painful, and then it might not work, but I'm like, whatever, just inject me. So she injects me 2 injections. Painful, like I'm feeling the pain of the injection on top of the labor. And then they didn't work on me. I was dying, I was crying, it was bad. So later my doctor prescribed a drip. I don't know what it was, but that thing worked. It worked for some reason. The labor went down and I could breathe, I could sleep. Actually, I slept a little bit. So we get to Sunday morning. So I was admitted on the 10th, induced 3 times on the 10th, the night of the 10th. So we are now on Sunday the 11th. The doctor comes in at around midday. He checks me, still no improvement, still stuck at 3 centimeters. And by this time he's already told me that I have what they call a hypersensitive uterus or a hyperactive uterus, something like that. That it just goes crazy and the contractions won't stop. And yeah, so he said that it had to be an emergency C-section because of a failed induction. So this is around 4, I think 4:15. No, it wasn't 4:15. Something like that. 4:20 something. So I walked myself to the theater. It was very dramatic. There's someone who had died outside there. Like, I saw a lady crying on the floor. She had lost her husband. I'm walking inside the theater. So I'm accompanied by my husband, my sister, and my mother-in-law. And this lady was crying, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so bad. I'm still in labor this time. I'm still having the little contractions. So I get into the theater. The theater looks like I always hear. It's crazy. To me, it looked like not a butchery, but you know, people like gumboots and these funny hats, and oh my gosh, I had to sleep on this bed, which is this tiny. And then they had to do the thing they do at the back, the injection. I don't want to numb you. So they do that and they push you in such an awkward position. You have a big belly, they are squeezing you. Ugh, it's not comfortable. So I lie back. I'm really engaging the doctor. I told the doctor I want to talk, I want to know what's happening because it's the half thingy. Yeah, so I'm lying down there. I'm talking to my doctor. I'm asking him, what are you seeing in my belly? Can you see my intestines? Such things. And you know, he thought it was really hilarious. And you know, we're having a conversation, we're laughing. Story time completely with everyone who was there, the pediatrician, the nurses were helping him. Yeah, so like in literally 15 minutes my baby came out, and I just heard the doctor say, first he exclaimed, "What?" He said that, "What?" And then, and then he showed me the baby and then handed the baby over to the pediatrician. So he said, when he said "Wow," that my baby had wrapped himself with a cord around his neck several times, his body and his legs. And he said, no matter how much I had tried to push, and even if it got to the point where I had to deliver normally, this baby would not have come out. And even if he had come out, it would have been fatal. And if we had waited, like he was prescribing for me to wait, it would have also been another story. So my instincts were correct. So this is something I told myself throughout the pregnancy, that I will trust my instincts. I'll trust my instincts. Even if it doesn't make sense to anybody, I'll trust my instincts. And this is one of the points that it was really correct. So my baby was there. Like, you forget all your worries, because you're lying on your back, your tears are coming out this way. They measure the baby, they weigh him. They show me, because I'm very short-sighted, so they bring the baby really close, because I told them I can't see without my glasses. They didn't allow me to have my contact lenses. So they bring him here, I see him, I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks like his dad. I'm so excited. So the nurse tells me, I'm gonna take him to the nursery. I'm like, no, wait for me, wait, I want to see my husband's reactions when they see me. But she told me the process before they stitch me up is gonna take a while. So they wheel my baby out, but I'd seen him in case of anything. Yeah, so I'm here still engaging the doctor. I'm like, can I see my placenta? Yeah, I'm that person. Yeah, they showed me, still talking, but at some point I blacked out because I was very sleepy, because I didn't sleep and I was very tired because of all the labor. And then I woke up, they're still stitching me, they're cleaning me. You can't really tell what's happening. You just see, you can feel the body being moved, but you can't feel the pain. Anyway, yeah, so that was it. So my recovery process has actually been extremely good. Like, I'd rate myself at 99%. I didn't have the crazy pain people have after C-sections. I've resumed to my normal duties. Even now, like, I can do most things, and it's such a miracle. The only issue that I had after having the baby was my pressure went up, but now it's back to normal. Adjusting to the baby has been phenomenal. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. I won't say it's not. It's a blessing, but the first few weeks after having the baby, it's so hard. You're sleeping and you're like, what is that sound? What is that? And then you're like, oh my god, so that's what happens when you have a baby. Like, sometimes your mind hasn't registered what's happening, and all the aches and pains. Breastfeeding is not a walk in the park. I don't even know how mamas, okay, now I know because it's very easy now, but how mamas just yank their boobs and just put in the baby, and they go about their business. That thing was so painful. The baby would latch and all my body parts would ache. Yani, I would lift my leg, I would scream, I would pull my hair. But now I'm used to it. I'm used to latching. He latches fine. I'm able. It's very good now. But initially it was so hard. Sleep pattern completely destroyed. I don't know night and day. I don't know days of the week. But I've adjusted. Now he's 5 weeks, actually heading to 6 weeks on Sunday. Today is on, when is today, babe? I honestly don't know what day of the week it is. It's Wednesday. So in a few days he'll be 6 weeks. So he'll be doing for the injections. Yeah, so I wanted to share my birth story. Trying to conceive story is another whole story in itself. We'll talk about that later, but I just want to tell you how the birth process went by. And yeah, and I thank God for, a quick recovery. I'm back to my normal self. I've lost a few kilos. I'm not stressed about that because I know it's going to shed off because I'm breastfeeding exclusively. I'm eating right. I've not started exercise, but I want to start exercising. And yeah, I think you can hear my baby, he's up. Right timing, he's waking up when I'm done. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys want to meet him. Maybe later. Thank you for watching. I'll share more videos later. Bye-bye.